He's able to make that high line work and take that third spot. Biffle fourth.
Okay, 4 laps to go. Mark's there.
How much? Kyle slips a little bit right there. See his car wiggle.
We've seen a lot of Mark Martin in that rearview mirror right now.
All right, here he comes. He's going to hit him.
Okay, 3 to go.
2 to go, corner.
2 to go, actually. 2 to go.
He's leaving that inside open a little bit.
White flag this time by out of turn 2. Mark Martin trying to get there. Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch drives it hard into turn 3. Coming to the
that
white.
outside. Mark's going to have to really get a bite. I think he's going to have to hit him, guys, if he's going to win this.
One more.
White flag here. Mark Martin on the bottom of the racetrack. Kyle Busch by 1 car length. Ambrose back in
Gets in
third.
behind him. Is he going to try to get to this bumper?
And out of turn 4, Kyle Busch will win it at Bristol, Tennessee.
Wow, Marcus Ambrose in third. Great run for him. Biff will need a good run. Comes home fourth.
Denny Hamlin 5th and Ryan Newman 6th.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. fell back to 9th. Jimmy Johnson up to 8th.
Thank you, guys.
And that was
Thank
a
you,
shootout
guys.
right there. It sure was.
Thank you.
And Mark Martin did everything he could.
16th career win for Kyle Busch in his 174th start. 4th win of 2009. And that ties him with Mark Martin for the most wins on the season. Sports Center coming up next at the conclusion of our coverage here in Bristol, Tennessee. Let's go down to Vince.
Well, Steve Addington, considering where you were in the points coming into this race tonight, how big is this victory for Kyle and your team?
It is super huge. It's just good to get. We've had a good car at Michigan, and he was happy with it. Had a piece of debris locked the front sway bar up in it. Come here and had a great practice. You know, everything went smooth. Just tweaked on our race car. And, dude, that guy sitting behind that seat, behind that steering wheel right there is the man. We just got to get back on our track of giving him what he needs to win races, and we'll get this M&M's Toyota in that chase one way or another.
Certainly a good place to start, Doc, with a win here at Bristol.
Wow, for Kyle Busch, he almost not going to get in the chase. Now he may get in the chase. He may have a chance to be the top seed if he can win one more race.
Well, it's a lot of things to be decided. We've got 2 exciting races coming up at Atlanta and Richmond. Dave?
And Mark Martin climbing from the 5 car now. He's already told his team how much he appreciates their hard work tonight. Mark, how tough was it trying to get Kyle there at the end?
I wanted to get him, but he gave me room. Wasn't any use in, you know, we were racing hard for it. I got in under him. He gave me plenty of room, and it's a good thing because I got sideways, slid right up, and it's a good thing that he didn't crowd me or we'd have both wrecked. I tried to get him, but you know, I'm proud of Pop-Tarts and CarQuest and everybody. I'd like to have won it, but we finally got a decent finish with a great race car. And no matter how this thing falls, I'm proud of this race team. I'm proud to drive their car, and I'm having the time of my life.
Mark, this is Bristol. You could have used the bumper. Why didn't you?
I don't think he would have on me. He gave me room. I just didn't get it done. He gave me room to pass him, and I couldn't do it.
We saw a great race, Doc.
Kyle Busch becomes the first driver since his brother Kurt back in 2003 to sweep both NASCAR Sprint Cup races here at Bristol, Tennessee in the same year.
Hey, he's giving the checkered flag to a fan there.
Made somebody happy.
Let's go down where Shannon is caught up with Marcus Ambrose.
Well, it is high fives for this 47 team down here. Of course, Marcos Ambrose always has a smile on your face. How were you able to figure this track out so quickly and get this 3rd place finish?
Well, I tell you what, here I am with 8 laps to go, and I've got Mark Martin and Kyle Busch, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Greg Buffer. They're all running for the chase. They're all legend drivers, and what am I doing here? I shouldn't be in this group, but you know, just a really great day for us. We're a brand new team. It's the first in the Cup Series, and to get my best over result on a wild Saturday night like we had tonight, it just feels great. And you know, we're really doing something, and I feel really proud of my team and Clorox for helping us get to the Cup Series in the first place. It's just been a great night.
Great finish for Marcos Ambrose on the 47 team. Doc?
Best oval finish for Marcus Ambrose. His previous one had been 4th at Talladega back in the spring of this year. And Kyle Busch backing it up, and we'll spin him off and head to victory lane. Kyle Busch's 4th win of 2009, his 3rd win at Bristol. Let's go down to Vince.
With Clint Boyer obviously disappointed. Clint, can you sum up the frustrations of a night at Bristol?
Pretty frustrated.
There you have it.
I can tell you guys, that's a tough situation. You know, we don't give these guys much time to get out of their cars and absorb everything, but you've been there, come here, try to do your job, and you know, Clint Boyer came here hoping to get himself situated where he could get in that top 12, but as we look at it now, he's pretty far back.
He was only 58 points back when he came in today, and now look, 112 points back for Clint Boyer and in 15th position.
And if you look around that bubble spot, these points are tight. You can see right there. I mean, it's really from 7th all the way down to 15th or 14th.
It is possible for Clint Boyer to get it done with 2 more races. They go to Atlanta and they go to Richmond, where he has been good, but it is not very likely.
It doesn't look good now for Clint Boyer.
Well, Kyle Busch, we said in August a year ago, he dominated the night only to finish 2nd tonight. He was very patient early on, worked his way from 15th starting spot, taking his time getting through traffic, and now he sits in victory lane as we go down to our Degree V12 victory circle.
Something I haven't seen from Kyle Busch. He sat in there, closed his eyes, and took it in for 5 seconds before he was released to celebrate victory. It's been since May. This race was his last victory. Kyle, before the start of the race, you said winning the truck race proved you can still do it. What does getting back to victory lane in the Cup Series prove?
It's awesome. You know, the racing a Sprint Cup Series with all these guys is really an honor, and Mark Martin, you know, what a class act. I mean, he deserved to win this race, and I'm sorry he came home in 2nd. I know how he feels, but man, I drove as hard as I could, and he had a chance. He could have done it, but he didn't. You know, he raced me clean, and we didn't have the best car tonight, but we had a car capable enough of doing it if I could drive it hard enough, and I gave it everything I had. You know, this is pretty crazy. We wanted to win here so long, but really got to thank M&M's, Toyota, Interstate Batteries, everybody at Sprint, of course, Tom Murphy, and the loss of his family. Our prayers go out to those guys. So thank DirecTV, Gillette, Marquis Jets, and the fans. You know, it's mixed emotions, but there's a lot of good. There's definitely a lot of good, and we love all of them.
Kyle, Steve Addington, your crew chief, told me you came in this week on your own and you guys had a sit down about communication. Tonight, you seemed to give a lot of feedback. How beneficial was that to getting back here?
Well, it was big. You know, I tried giving everything I had to Steve. You know, I mean, there was just sometimes it's frustrating when you work on your car, you make changes, and you just don't get it quite the way you want it, and it takes time sometimes, and we still didn't have it the best there tonight, but we had a good enough car where we made it, and I'm so proud of these guys, all these M&M's team guys that do so much work at the shop. They worked their butt off here at the racetrack. We had good pit stops all night. There was a couple flaws, but we were pulling rubbers and stuff we lost spots on. So, you know, we made a lot of adjustments tonight, and that paid dividends. And I'm hoping this just isn't a fluke to get in a chase, man. We need to run well at Atlanta and again at Richmond. We feel like we can do it.
Well, they did what they needed to do tonight. They sit 13th right now.